welcome. This is Nehal Shukla, and today with me I have Mr. Nabajit Nath, who's the head of sales India Blis. Hi, Nabajit.
Hey Nehal, hi, how are you?
I'm good. So, Nabajit, nowadays we have seen that people are adopting hyperlocal targeting for their marketing campaigns. So, can you share what, according to you, are the key reasons for brands increasingly adopting to this technology?
Thank you for the question. What has happened recently is that the adoption of hyperlocal has seen a lot of clients across categories coming to us and working with us and trying to engage with us in terms of making hyperlocal as one of the line items of the media mix. Now, adoption of hyperlocal was always there, right? So clients were doing it, off and on regularly. But then recently, what has happened is because India is a very vibrant and very agile and mobile kind of a country, right? So people understand that to target audiences in real time, to target audiences whenever they are on the move, or through their visitation data of, say, for example, a look back window of say 3 months or 6 months. Where have they been? Where are they going? What are their interests? So basis all this targeting, there is a lot of adoption of hyperlocal in media mixes by clients across categories these days.
Got it. Also, if you can share which brands category have successfully implemented this hyperlocal marketing strategies, and what are the notable successes that they have achieved?
It's interesting that you ask me this because usually the assumption is that any category or any client which has a physical presence, which has a showroom or a branch or a brick and mortar kind of a setup, those are the ones who will be using hyperlocal, right? Well, it's true. They have been using it for the longest time and they work with us regularly. But also categories like BFSI, like a FMCG category, like a travel and tourism, education category. Those are the categories which have also started adopting hyperlocal, working with us to understand real-time targeting of audiences, historic visitation data of their audiences, and kind of tailoring their marketing to ensure that the right messaging is shared at the right time with these audiences. I'll give you a small example here. For example, BFSI category, they want to promote, there's a lot of use cases where they want to promote credit cards with us, right? Now, for credit cards, you would like to know how many people in India are frequent, like business travelers, people who are taking vacations, people who are using credit cards in general. So those kind of data is captured through a historic visitation pattern of users, and that's with us. And we help those people, help those clients to ensure that they reach out to these prospective credit card users through our display and video and interstitial kind of a solution. So that's how I think the adoption is across the board. But then, yes, there are a few categories which are doing it much more. But then I do see a use case of other categories also catching up very soon.
Absolutely. And one thing that we have been discussing is about hyperlocal technology, but there are a few people who are still unfamiliar with this technology currently. Can you share that? How would you describe hyperlocal technology to someone who's unfamiliar with this term? And what are the benefits that it offers to the business as well as the advertisers?
Put it very simply, hyperlocal technology or hyperlocal targeting is precise location data targeting of users both in real time and through their historic visitation data to understand a pattern, to understand consumer behavior, and thereby working with clients who want to leverage this and reach out to users and maybe nudge them to consider the product. So it's a very simplistic in terms of if I have to give you a gist about how the technology works. But yes, at the back end, there's a lot of data being updated every day, and a lot of mapping happens. So in India itself, we have mapped millions of POIs across tier one, tier two, tier three cities, and thereby we are able to scale campaigns and reach out to the right audiences for clients.
Got it. Also, Nabajit, you are the head of sales for India at Bliss. So, in your role overseeing the sales in India, what are the unique opportunities and the challenges that you have encountered in this market?
Well, India is a land of opportunities, and being very bullish about India for the longest time, I believe this is the time to be in India. And what we have observed is that because India is a very young, vibrant, always on the move kind of a market, there are a lot of clients who want to explore this, location data and hyperlocal and geofencing to understand where is India going, where is India purchasing from, what is the visitation patterns of of users in India, what is the consumer behavior like in India. So therefore we see a lot of opportunity in India, and thankfully clients and agencies have reciprocated this, and they're working with us very closely. And what we believe is that going forward, hyperlocal will be a permanent fixture in the media mix of clients, and therefore yes, the opportunities are immense there.
Absolutely. And Bliss operating over 40 markets worldwide now. Can you share some successful examples of campaigns or partnerships that highlight this global performance? And how does Bliss ensures the consistent quality across the diverse markets?
So Bliss has been there globally for the last 19 plus years now. So in India, it has been a few years, but then globally, we have been there for the last 19 plus years, which also means that we work with the biggest brands in the world and biggest agencies in the world. So the case studies are always there. The use cases are always there. It's about replicating the success stories outside in India, introducing the technology to clients and agencies in India. So therefore, I think this has helped us a lot, the Indian team. What we have seen is that because we have got learnings from our global presence, and also learnings from clients and campaigns unique to India as well, so that has helped us in growing the business in India, and that has also helped clients and agencies to understand the capability of hyperlocal. Because sometimes what happens is that clients want to try out hyperlocal, they want us to help them out to understand what kind of audiences work. They are kind of leaning on us to give them the insights about the audiences, etc. And that's where the global presence, the legacy of 19 years of Bliss helps in in driving that.
Absolutely. And congratulations. Next year will be a milestone year for
Oh,
Bliss.
yeah, yeah. I think this year I have to check the the date for this.
Yes, definitely. So, for potential clients considering Bliss services, what are the key advantages your geo-based advertising approach provides, and how does Bliss ensure about data accuracy?
I'll answer this question in three, crisp points. Firstly, of course, mapping of the data is very important to us, and we are mapping every day different POIs across tier one, tier two, tier three cities. That is one. Secondly, the look back window that Bliss provides is something which is, I think, unique to us. We have a 12 months look back window. That way clients can ensure that the data that we are giving them, and or maybe running the campaigns on, have a accuracy and a pattern which is observed for a long period of time. For example, if you're a client who wants to reach out to people who are frequent vacationers, or people who are frequently visiting or working in a corporate setup, right? If you look at the visitation pattern for 12 months, then it'll give you a precise understanding that yes, that person works in a corporate setup because he has been going to office for 12 months or so. Or for example, if they are vacationers or not. For example, if they're going to vacation places every few months over a period of 12 months, that gives you an understanding that okay, this person might be a frequent vacationer or family vacationer, etc. So these are the small unique aspects of Bliss's offering in India. And thirdly, in terms of the data accuracy, what we do is we have a 10-step filtration process of the data, so that whatever data is fed into the system is accurate enough, is not bot traffic or fraud traffic. We also check the uniqueness of the data, if the data or the lat long which is being fed into the system is unique or not. And what we also do is we ensure that the data is usable in campaigns. Like for example, if you are getting a data of say lat longs of various clubs or cafes in India, how accurately that data has been mapped and how accurately that can be used in the campaigns. So I think these three, four factors help clients work with us seamlessly and get the desired results in the campaigns.
Got it. Coming to the conclusion of this interaction, I would like to know, looking forward, what are the key priorities for Bliss in the upcoming years? As Adgali is always keen to know about the roadmap ahead for different organizations. And how do you envision the future of geo-powered advertising technology evolving, particularly in India as well as other emerging markets?
For India, the management, the leadership based out of UK, they are very bullish about the market. They have invested in the product in India. They have invested in a team in India. So we have grown to close to 100 people in the Mumbai office itself. So that way, the Indian team is growing. The product, there is a lot of product innovations that are happening as of now. So therefore, we want to be one of the go-to platforms for brands to work on hyperloop. So what we want is maybe make it a regular feature in the marketing mix of brands, and this is across categories, and ensure that the best of performances are got by the client so that they are also happy and eventually we are also happy, right? So that is about the long-term goal of Bliss in India. And in terms of geofencing and hyperlocal and polygon targeting, I think it's been there for the last few years, but now it's getting as I said, the place in the sun, right? So a lot of people are talking about hyperlocal. A lot of clients are interested in trying it out, maybe for the first time sometimes. And agencies are definitely helping it out because they believe in this product, right? They are working with clients to ensure that this is tried out at least for an experimental purpose, maybe, but then they want this to be a regular fixture in the media mix of clients across categories, and that's where I think we are going as a market as well.
Definitely. That's all with the questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nehal. Thanks for the
Thank you.
interview and thanks for inviting me.
Thank you. Thank you.